Hi everyone, we're going to verify sum and difference identities with cosine. This is very similar to the ones we did with sine on the previous video. We're going to use this formula or identity, and the first one we're going to do is here, and we want the left side to look like the right side. So basically this one's pretty basic, a little more complicated than the ones we did before, but we're just going to write this out. This is cosine of alpha, cosine of beta. And remember, we have opposite signs here going on. So that's going to be minus sine of alpha, sine of beta, plus, there, now we're going to do this one here, cosine of alpha, cosine of beta, and now we're doing the opposite, the plus sine of alpha, sine of beta. Alright, these two are the same. One's positive, one's negative, so they cancel each other out. And we have two of these, so that's just going to be 2 cosine of alpha, cosine of beta, which is our desired result here. And that's it. A little longer, but it's not that bad. Okay, for this one, what I'm going to do is take care of the numerator with the formula, cosine of alpha, cosine of beta, minus sine of alpha, sine of beta. And then I'm going to take the liberty of putting this under each piece instead of under the whole thing. I'm just going to split it up here. Cosine of alpha, cosine of beta, and I'm going to also put it in here. Cosine of alpha, cosine of beta. Now these are the same. So when you divide something by itself, you get 1. So this equals 1 minus, and now I'm just going to take my alphas together, my same angles. Sine of alpha over cosine of alpha is tan of alpha. And I'll take my betas, and that's going to be times tan of beta. Okay? The next one, and that matches. Okay, same thing here. Cosine of alpha, cosine of beta, and we put minus sine of alpha, sine of beta, and I'm going to go ahead and put my denominator under each piece. See what happens. We get sine of alpha, cosine of beta, and here we get a sine of alpha, cosine of beta. And just a minute. I actually wrote this one down wrong because I was already checking. This should have been, this should have been a minus right here. So that means this is a plus. So I already knew it was going to be a mess here. Okay, so these two cancel, and that cancels with that. So we're left with this part and this part. And now we have our plus. So we have cosine over sine is tan. So we have tan of alpha. Why did I say tan? It's cotan. So cotan of alpha plus, and sine over cosine is tan. Tan of beta is my angle, and they matched up. All right, and the last one, I'm going to take care of the numerator and the denominator, and it's just like the one we did for sine. So let me see if I can do this without making a mistake. But minus sine of alpha, cosine, nope, I made a mistake, sine of beta. I'm doing this without a script, so now this one's going to be cosine of alpha, cosine of beta, plus sine of alpha, sine of beta. Now what I want to do is, since I know I have a 1 here, so I'm going to force it by dividing each of these pieces, or multiplying each of these pieces by, let's see, cosine of alpha, cosine of beta. So basically what I'm doing is I'm going to take each of these pieces. I have 4 pieces. This piece, this piece, and this piece. I'm going to divide everything by cosine of alpha, cosine of beta. Because when I do that, I'm going to get a 1 for these first two. So let me write it out. Cosine of alpha, cosine of beta, over cosine of alpha, cosine of beta, minus sine of alpha, sine of beta, over this again, cosine of alpha, cosine of beta. Okay, that was my numerator. Now, for my denominator, do the same thing. All right, cosine of alpha plus cosine of beta, divide it by what I'm going to divide everything by, cosine of alpha plus cosine of beta, and this is plus here, and copy this down. We have sine of alpha, sine of beta, over, copy this thing down again, cosine of alpha, cosine of beta. And I made a mistake here. This should be times. So this is cosine of beta. All right. And there's no plus here. All right. Cosine of beta. Need to write these down. So basically, these both are 1. And that's what we wanted. We have a 1 here. And this, you take this. This is tan of alpha, and this is tan of beta. So the numerator, we have 1 minus tan of alpha times tan of beta. And the same thing happens here. We have tan of alpha, tan of beta. And this is 1. That was 1. We have 1 plus tan of alpha, tan of beta. And that's all. The next set we're going to do involves cotan. Thank you, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.